Hey guys, I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, and I think I made this video a while back on one of my other channels, but because I'm all for fresh starts and we're doing this right the first time, I'd like to do it again on this channel. With the recent election in Australia, it's put a lot of the LGBTIQ members back, I guess, inside the closet. They're feeling a little bit disheartened that they're not going to get marriage equality and that type of stuff. But I think we have jumped the gun a little bit in that respect. If we show society that we're not scared of some irate politician that hates gay people and still put ourselves out there and keep pushing for change, we'll eventually get there. It might just take an extra 3 years until the next election, and hopefully we can get someone in who will make it happen. In the meanwhile, society deserves a change beginning with you, and that's what this video is about. And it's about how when you come out and how being gay and being young and trying to achieve all those things, it gets a lot easier, and it gets so much better when it gets better. It gets so good. You will be absolutely amazed at how good your life is going to be once you find yourself in a position that enables you to be expressive of who you are, to go out and do the things that you want to do and not fear that someone in society is going to talk about you or look bad on you or whatever you want to say. It gets better. And here's why. I was very much in the closet up until I was about 14. And I had girlfriends and did big Valentine's Day things, did massive things, more than what the straight guys ever did. I hate chauvinistic males. I think women deserve a lot more respect because they do a lot for society. From there, puberty and people start finding their structural identity in society. You know, you're either a jock or you're a nerdy person or whatever. People find themselves. By me finding myself, I was in a very different position to all the other guys, which almost shocked them because they're just like, Caden, what's going on, dude? Like, you're a bit weird. You're not into sport, you're not into looking at People magazine, like what's going on? You don't have a girlfriend anymore, like what's honestly going on? And then they started to click on to the fact that I was gay. They weren't quiet about it. They would remind me all the time. It was a little bit difficult, and it made me very tired. It made me very tired of people. It made me very tired of going to school. It made me withdraw a lot. If my teachers were here, they could say that my grades started going down, and then they'd pick up a little bit, and then they'd go down again, and because there's lots of stuff going on. It wasn't until the middle of grade 10, or I can't really remember, it's been so long ago for me, I decided to tell my mum, and I actually didn't tell my mum, I told my sister. My sister then rang up my mum and told my mum, and then my mum come and confronted me about it, and was all this big hoo-ha and stuff. So she took it really hard, and over the next couple of years she would get really depressed about it and that type of stuff, and it would cause a lot of friction there. So much friction that at the end of year 11 I had to leave, move out of home, and go and live with my auntie and uncle. I'm really thankful for them that I got the opportunity, but it was negative in a way that I couldn't express my sexuality either. So it was kind of going from the fire into the frying pan, and it was a tough decision that I had to make, and I made it for the right reasons. Being in that environment, they taught me a lot of things. They taught me the value of working hard. They taught me the value of being rewarded for your efforts. If you put effort into something, you're going to get rewards out of it. They taught me the value of education. They also taught me the value of money. From my final year at school, so I was adjusting to a new environment, I was adjusting to a new schedule of everything, I was adjusting to the fact that I couldn't have internet, and I had all these different things that I had to deal with on top of trying to deal with my sexuality. Senior year, it was pretty tough. I lost a lot of focus in my education, and I guess as generation happen, kids get a lot, I guess, braver and a lot more smart ass and with their swag and stuff. So as a senior, I had juniors calling me a fag and were saying those things because it goes round. Like, it goes round. None of the seniors ever said anything to my face, but it was definitely the juniors that really gave me shits. And that was tough. Confronting that I was supposed to be a senior member of the school as a role model, and I was disrespected by the kids. And I certainly was, and that was evident. I wanted to be the house captain, and I did a speech in front of the school with all the other candidates that wanted to be house captains as well. I didn't get many votes at all, and I was like, oh, I didn't get many votes, but I thought you said that you voted for me, and then you said you were going to vote for me, and you said you voted for me, and they go, oh, well, yeah, and they just just avoided the topic and walked away, and that was it. So I felt a bit crushed there that suddenly, you know, school was bad and society was bad. It was just a really bad day. And it wasn't until the end of high school, so I put up with it. And you know, homophobia is like keyboard warriors. It gives them, I guess, the tools and the resources that they need to say what they want just because they can. They don't really understand how hurtful those words are and how much damage they can actually cause. I got very depressed in high school about that. I got very depressed about my personal life, all these different things that you get depressed about as teenagers, I guess. As if the pressures of high school weren't tough enough. At the end of senior school, I was rewarded for my hard work. I ended up getting the Ports Authority bursary, which is the biggest amount of cash sum that the high school offers at the end of the year. I think it was about $1,000 or something like that, which enabled me to get to university about 6 months in, and was just really not into it. I think people need to have a break when they leave school before they go into university, but university was great. There was lots of gay people there, and I was expressing myself. I was involved in drama clubs. I was a director of a production company at 17 years old, directing productions with one of my friends who wrote a book, and we're trying to turn that book into a mini-series and all that type of stuff. There was talks with ABC, there was talks with SBS, so it was really amazing. We were meeting all these great people, and we met photographers and actors, and it was just a really great environment. I was just thriving on the gay community and seeing, I guess, the drop-in centre, and basically speaking to people who are counsellors and youth workers for gays, seeing all these amazing gay people that have crawled out of the woodworks and have come from tough situations like I did and have come out on top. At that time, by me going down to university and my mum not having access to me and seeing me every day, we clicked back on. We're really tight now, we're close-knit, we're best relationship we've ever had anymore. Parents have a lot of concerns about gay people, and this is something that a lot of It Gets Better videos don't talk about. Your parents don't hate you as a person, because 5 minutes before you told them you were gay, you were still the same person that they had growing up in their household. You're the exact same person. All you're doing is letting them know something about you. The same way you're coming home telling me you got a really bad report card, or the same way you're coming home saying, I got bullied at school, or the same thing you're coming home saying, I got an A on that essay that I wrote last week. So it's the same person that you are, just your parents have a lot of fears that need to be addressed, and they are as follows. For my mum, she was, in her generation, in her age growing up, all gay people did was get AIDS and die. AIDS and die. So when I came out as being gay, that's all she could envision was me being, oh my god, you're gay, you're going to get AIDS, and now you're going to die. And no parents want their kids to die, which is a scary thing. And also, she didn't want me to be bullied or harassed or beat up or murdered or something, because in her day, that's what happened. Gay people got beat up. All these different things that make her scared and fearful of my safety. And it took a long time to reassure her that parents that push and support gay people is what's going to get them over the line and what's going to make sure they have a successful future. My dad was the coolest dad ever. He's like, I don't give a shit what you are. That's your business. If you're gay, I'm happy for you. Do whatever makes you happy, so long as you're safe and you're going to be successful and that type of stuff. That's all he cares about. So my parents towards the end are really supportive of me. My brother and sister are really supportive of me. My family's supportive of me. And we're coming from a position that a town is 900 people. My school had 150 kids in it. My class had 20 kids in it. My family have a lot of chauvinistic males that believe that gay people are sissies and all this other stuff, and they joke around. But at the end of the day, because I'm honest with myself and I came out of the closet, my life has got a lot better. And I know from my experience, it does get better. I can walk out, go down the main street and see all these people and all these farmers and all these, I guess you could call them bigots almost, but they don't say anything, because at the end of the day, because I was honest with myself and I'm true to myself and I'm proud of who I am, they respect me. If I can change that about my small minority community, then you can change the same in your communities also. If you're a young person and you don't have access to all of that and you're still very fearful and you don't have a future outside your parents' household and they're not really acceptance of gay people, then probably hold off. You've been in the closet for, I don't know, 15 years, you can do it for another 3. It's okay to be in the closet. But once you step out of that and shut the door, it gets so much better. You're going to gain a whole lot of more friends who actually love you for you. You might say you're going to lose all your friends at high school. Guess how many people I speak to from my high school, or any of my school? One. One person out of 20 people that we all clicked in with each other. One person. Why is that? I don't know. People just change. But how many new friends have I made? More than I can count. I think my Facebook's at like 300 or something. So all those people support me for me because I'm true to myself and I'm honest. It gets better.